going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top.
Yo, no, I ain't the type to give up. If I do something, man, I do it till I get what I want. I turn a business out of nothing into something I love. I got a poker face, but honestly, I'm not one to bluff. I flip a switch, never miss, man, I always stay up. Don't let them see you, bitch, always have a plan to stay tough. This life ahead of you ain't easy, it was built to be rough. But that's what makes a personality, is tragedy, bruh. So keep your head on your shoulders. Now we ain't out here moving rocks, we out here moving boulders. Now we ain't getting posterized, we out here making posters. And we ain't got nothing to hide, we move forward like soldiers. You better wake up for the pay stub, or you'll pay up. Don't make love to the game, bruh, fuck the game up. Change up, rearrange stuff to your greatness. Famous for the way up, play the game, bruh.
Never stop, I'll get it if I want it. Gotta make to myself a promise. I won't quit, keep going till I got it.
So, pull workout, good one. Everything in this work is gold. We start off with the big boy chest supported T-bar row. Really loving getting back into that one. So that's been cool the last month or so. After that, we have a single arm Meadows row, or just a Meadows row, which is kind of an upper back movement coming out of the landmine with the bar attached to the landmine. Then we go our lean forward chest supported row with a neutral grip. So that's quite a unique variation of exercise that I do that has felt really good. Was doing that previously on a seated row, and I feel it much better on the chest supported machine. Same machine, different exercise. Then we offset ourselves and we go some form of cross body single arm plate loaded row. So that'll be on the same machine. We do the lean forward chest supported row where we offset to the side, get a big lat stretch, pull nice and close to the body. Very, very good. Narrow neutral grip pull down. So with the narrow grip pulling down, focusing on the lower portion of the lats. Incline lying lat prayer, so getting somewhat of an isolation exercise for the lat prayer, which almost looks like a dumbbell pullover. But the good thing about that, which we'll explain more when we get out there, we can change the height of the bench, make it difficult, make it hard where we want it, all that kind of stuff. Seated behind the back cable curl, so nice big stretch, and again making it hard in that stretch position. Very good. That's business as usual. There is no changes to be made there at this stage because she's all going well. We just have to fight for that little bit of progress, put in that good effort, and yeah, get the other things we need to get done. We're getting steps in, we're hitting our calorie allotment, we're getting our session in with good intensity, effort, etc. All right, that's that. Let's go chest supported T-bar row. All right, the big beefy T-bar chest supported row. Fantastic machine, this one. Really good for the upper back. So starting off with upper back movements today, and then on my other pull day, on my other back day of the week, I start off with lat dominant movements. That's not necessary at all. Potentially you might start off with whatever your priority is. But for me, I mix it up just so they both get a little bit of love while I'm fresh. So chest supported rows can be really good because they can help pull you into the position that you want. So I can essentially use this chest pad for stability and to kind of round my shoulders around. So I stretch my upper back out and then I squeeze at the back. Now, with that in mind, there could also be a situation where you might go too far over the top of the chest pad. In this instance, it might be a lot of flexion of the spine, which would be cool if that's what you're trying to work on. But for me, I'm looking for it to be upper back and trap. So I want to protract the shoulder blades or roll the shoulder blades over the pad and then squeeze them at the back. So that kind of looks like setting the chest pad nice and high. I grab the top handle, let it all stretch and roll forward, pull and squeeze, pull and squeeze. So trying to make this as upper back dominant as possible. We don't want to get too close to the body, let the lats kind of do a big portion of the job. We want to make it as trappy as possible. So yeah, this nice and high, hands overhand, pull and squeeze the shoulder blades. 2 sets, top set and a back off set. Let's go. Good shit. All right, next up we have the Meadows row. So the Meadows row coming out of the Landmine here, very versatile. Someone said in a comment of a short of mine, like, why do it this way? Why do it in the Landmine versus say something like a dumbbell? And I have, you know, one or two explanations. Number one, this creates just a little bit more stability, like it will stay there. Dumbbells might move around a little bit, and that's not a major issue. If you prefer the dumbbell, go the dumbbell. But also the resistance is a little bit different on here, such that because it's coming from a hinge point, it starts off hard, and then as the weight essentially goes back closer to the hinge point, it gets a little bit easier. And I mean, in short, it's felt good. So like, it's felt good for me, so I've continued to do it. So essentially, you can do this probably a whole bunch of different ways. I want to make it mostly about my upper back, and even more specifically, the upper part of my upper back. So it will just be how I position my body. Like the resistance is going to come up and down, but if I come over further, it'll be different if I be more upright. Now, I'm going to be more upright, so it's going to be a challenge the upper part of my upper back or traps. Not exactly like shrugging, but close to. So I'm in this split stance, close to the bar, pulling in that position with my body pretty upright. So it almost becomes like that shrugging motion. So you get trap going up there like that, and that feels pretty good. So happy days with the Meadows row so far. Progress is here, but yeah, you can kind of customize it to your own benefit, whatever you feel best with, whatever works best for you. All right, we've got some weight to add. Let's go. Okay, next up we have my funky looking lean forward chest supported row. So straight up, I've got this yoga block here just to increase the range of motion. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle my ass way back on the seat, almost like I'm humping the bench, lean forward into it, and what that's going to do is going to change a different angle. So it's going to have me lean forward, the weight still coming out at the same sort of angle, and therefore working lower down of my upper back is the idea. Because I've had the T-bar row already come on an angle like this, and then I had that sort of Meadows row go up like that. This one now I want to make go slightly down, so hopefully it's focusing a different part of the back. May or may not matter, I've just found that this feels really good already, so happy days with that. So, I mean, something that I could do is like a pull down where I'm leaning back would do a similar job, and I probably will do that in the future, but I do like the chest pad or chest supported exercises because it lets you protract your shoulder blades around that. So what I'll do is I'll reach over, grab the handle. Difficult thing about this is kind of getting into position initially. So we're here, shuffle butt back here. Yeah, it looks a bit awkward, but it feels really good. Squeeze shoulder blades, rolling forward, squeeze. That's that. Yeah, unusual looking, but really effective, worth a try. Yeah, maybe there should be a machine that allows this to kind of adjust that way, I reckon, so it can challenge different parts. Like we could even get one, if it could lean back, could then be more about the upper back, like I've done with the Meadows row. So, yeah. All right, let's build the weight up and go for it. Alright, same apparatus, the plate loaded row, different use. We're still going neutral grip, but how are we going to make this now lat dominant? So I've gone 3 back exercises, let's recap. T-bar row, Meadows row, slightly up, and then this lean forward row. So we've kind of ticked all the boxes of the upper back, working kind of one that goes up, one that goes horizontally, and one that goes down with this one that I just did. So with this now, we're going to shift over to the lats and make them the main workers, and how I'm going to do that and how the lats operate is usually arms a bit closer to the body are better for lats because it's essentially a muscle that starts at the front of your arm, wraps in underneath your rib cage, heads in towards your thoracic spine and then down towards your pelvis. Now, it's not to say that through movements like this it can't contribute, it's just that other muscles such as the upper back with all our previous exercises can help to make this move. So we keep the arm close, we think about taking this part of the arm back and around in towards the spine to make it mostly about lats, not out to the side. So all that is to say, what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to shift over to the side. I'm offset because I'm going to get a nice big lat stretch across my body, which is another good way, another good reason to do this. So I'll reach in, foot planted on this so I don't get pulled forward. Here, bro. So that's pretty good. I really haven't sort of noted down, I've got the height and whatnot super specific yet, but so far this has been a really good one for me. And yeah, happy with it, feels really effective. I could do this, or I have done this standing up, single arm row. I could probably do this leaning over to the side with one, because what happens with this kind of row is it kind of diverges and hence the need to get over to the side. So we line it up so the lat works best. Whereas if it came straight on, that would be a lot easier, like the row I do on my other back day. Anyway, enough shit talk, let's head to set 1. Come on. Next up we have the narrow neutral grip pull down. So if you think how we've come today, we've gone all our upper back stuff and then we've done that horizontal row, arm close to the body, offset to the side, by keeping the arm close to the body. Arm close to the body, meaning it will potentially be more lat dominant, which is what we're after for these two movements. Same goes for this pull down. We keep the arm close to the body, we drive the arms down as if we're pulling in line with that lat. And remembering the lat attaches at the front of the arm, wraps down and under your rib cage and heads down. So we're thinking pull down and in here, not up and back like any of this, down and in here. Narrow-ish on the grip is what I we suspect to be the best. Some of these, reverse, overhand, anything like that will probably be a good idea. But these kind of wine grips that end up having your arms come back can incorporate your upper back. So I go narrow neutral. We have this knee pad set really low, so when you get strong, it doesn't yank you up. Wedge ourselves down and under. Lock in, big stretch, pull down. Stretch, pull down. So again, we're thinking pull the arm down as if it's coming along the line of that lat. We've done this, which is potentially more about the upper lat, and now we're doing this, which is, again, if we can bias our lats, upper lat, iliac or lower lat. All right, let's get going. All right, last back exercise. So we're doing a lying lat prayer. So traditionally a lat prayer would be set up on the cable machine, dragging it down and into you. For me, I'm gonna do it lying, so facing out, lying with the rope. So what we can do in this scenario is make it really hard at the beginning by setting the cable height such that when I go back, it's directly opposing me at the start of the movement. Now in different positions, if I'm gonna do it like that, it's not really getting really too hard until it starts going directly again against the cable. So that'll be one reason. The other reason is we get to lie down, and I'm a big fan of lying down. More than just the lying down, it keeps you stable, it keeps you from cheating, it allows you to go really close to failure. Now, close to failure, yeah, without using any momentum or anything like that. Downside, getting into position is a little bit awkward, so we're gonna kind of get over here like this, slide down, and get in there. Big stretch here, drag down, trying to use the lat. So a difficulty I've had in my training in general for these kind of movements is really feeling lat. I often feel the long head of the tricep because that is a muscle that passes the elbow and then passes into the scapula, so it can contribute to this movement. So my goal is to really feel the lat while doing this, as well as getting better and stronger and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, let's get it going. All right, next up we're going machine curl. Now, what I have been doing here on this workout is a seated behind the back cable curl, which I mentioned in the intro, so this might look a bit unusual. So I'm gonna do a machine curl instead. Now, I'm just finding I'm not getting as much out of that one as I used to, so it doesn't feel very effective. It could be a me thing. It could be that I need to give it a couple of weeks, but in place of this today, I'm gonna try this machine curl. Now, it's been a long time since I've done this machine curl. I have liked it in times gone by. There is a particular downside to this one, which is the range of motion you're allowed. Because this handle kind of wobbles like this, if I do this conventionally, I'm kind of not getting to a full stretch position. So what I do to counteract that is slide my butt all the way to the front, get in this kind of position, and we have our curl variation there. No real stability required. We can just go to town and smash the biceps. So get a good stretch, feels effective, happy days. We've got to smash a few sets out here, so it's good not to have to set anything up. And yeah, feeling a bit fatigued. So let's give this a whirl. Hopefully we can build up with this one. Maybe if it feels good today, we'll keep it as a exercise going forward. If not, we will figure it out next time around. All right, let's build her up. All right, that's a wrap on the workout, guys. Good one. Yeah, happy days. Again, progress is tough, but all these movements feel effective and they feel like we're just going to keep working at them, keep progressing. I think there is a downside to changing things all the time, and the downside might be we don't really know if we're making progress, if we're just kind of hiding it by choosing a new movement. So, I mean, ironically, I did this curl variation over another curl that I've been doing, and that's maybe a bit contradicting what I'm saying, but sometimes, especially in a fat loss phase, you go, if I just keep changing movements, because when we change to something new, we progress at it because of learning, it might mask the fact that we're actually not doing very well at our diet and we're losing muscle and stuff like that, but we've changed movement, so we're progressing because it's a new movement. So there's a circumstance to change, and you've got reasons to change and your own system to change, but just keep that in mind. Don't have to change everything all the time. Sometimes it's just a matter of trying to progress with what you do have if it's been working for you. So all right, let's get out of here, get some food in the tank. As always, guys, if you're liking the content, hit the little subscribe, would be much appreciated. If you want to watch another video, hit this bad boy here. And as always, it's about progress over perfection. Coach Dan, signing off.